I liked that. I liked the episode quite well. It was a good episode, don't get me wrong. Nico's annoying. Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.
In today's video, we are going to be reviewing Wars Resistance. Today we are reviewing episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. With that said, yep, I have to admit this. The show is just getting better. Will it stay on this trend? I highly doubt it. We're just going to see where it goes. With that said, the animation isn't getting better. I can't stand the look of it, and because of that, my scoring is still going to be extremely low, you know? And I mean, I know people are gonna say, like, well, it's supposed to be for little kids, right? Look, Star Wars The Clone Wars is for little kids, okay? It is. And it is some of the most advanced storytelling you could get out of Star Wars. It is great Star Wars. And not every episode of the Clone Wars was fantastic either. A lot of it was, but there were every now and again a couple of one-off episodes that you were like, okay, that could have been better. There were some bad episodes in the Clone Wars, and even the bad episodes was far more entertaining. If you cannot keep Star Wars to at least the level of the Clone Wars, at least keep it to the level of Rebels. I wish these episodes, their stories are so short, so drawn out, like they have like a story that could really take place in 5 minutes, and they draw it out to a 22-minute episode, and that's why I kind of don't like. It's not the quality type of storytelling that I get from Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars Resistance, in terms of storytelling, it is getting better. At least there are a couple of things I'm still like, Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into reviewing these episodes. Episode 5, The High Tower. This was my least favorite episode of the 4 episodes that I watched. What is this episode about? So we got Caze, and he's a spy, you know, he's trying to do his spy thing. He finds out a little bit about, the First Order. He overhears a conversation that the First Order is going to be coming to the platform. And during all of this, guess what Nico has? Guess what Nico has? Nico has a communicator. And throughout the entire episode, I'm not even kidding, throughout the entire episode, he basically, you know what, I know he doesn't do this, but it's almost like he's taking the communicator, going straight to the camera and saying, hey, I'm giving Caze a communicator. Don't forget that he has a communicator. Oh, Caze, I'm right here next to you, but I'm talking to the communicator. Guess what? We have a communicator, right? Right? Isn't this cool? We have a communicator? I'm serious. Nico, shut up. I can't stand Nico. I can't stand this whole joke with the communicator. I get it. He has the communicator. We need to do this joke maybe once and then forget it. And they keep on doing it. I can't stand it. Now, eventually, later on, Caze actually sees the First Order show up, and guess what Nico does? Nico walks up to them and asks them, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" He's an idiot. He doesn't understand that when it comes to Caze is a spy. He's supposed to be sneaking around. Sure, he asked the question, "What are they doing here?" But Nico, is not supposed to walk up to them and ask, "Hey, what are you doing?" No. Nico, write him out of the show, please. I want him gone. I can't stand Nico. But in terms of Caze's story, I really did enjoy him sneaking around. I really did enjoy him trying to figure out and trying to listen in on what the First Order was doing. And I love what he did with the communicator. He took the communicator, he pretended that he was a waitress or something, a butler or something, and put the communicator literally on a plate of food, walked in, and when he walked out, they were just, he could actually hear their conversation. Turns out that the First Order wants to make a deal with the owner of the platform. And yes, the owner of the platform's daughter does make an appearance. Turns out to get away from the First Order, he runs into her room, and okay, there was actually a really funny moment where she thought he was there to ask her out. I actually laughed at that. That was actually pretty funny. But of course the First Order are coming. She thinks, "Oh my god, you're here. My father finds out, they're going to kill you." No, it's not. He's not here to ask you out, girl. He's here running away from the First Order, and eventually he has to climb down the side of the building that barely has anything to climb down on, doing a couple flips and jumps. Kind of the high tension is in the air of whether or not he's gonna get caught, and of course he doesn't. That's the end of the episode. And when it comes to the leader of the platform, he said, "You know what? No, we're good. I don't want to work with the First Order." Little does he know that the First Order is actually working with the pirates that keep attacking the platform, and that's going to come in a little bit later on. So, yeah, what can I say about this episode? I'm gonna give it about... This is probably the highest rating I've given an episode so far. I'm gonna give it about a 6.5. Oh, 6.5. I'm tempted to give it a 7 because I really did like the episode, but what's keeping me down is Nico. It really is. Okay, and continuing on with episode 6, we got the Children of Tihar, or the Children from Tihar. What is this episode about? Yep, it's another Nico episode. Nico and Caze are walking around, and they notice that, some First Order stormtroopers are bugging these two kids. These two kids are running from First Order stormtroopers. We gotta help. It turns out that these children are actually force sensitive, and they come from a planet called Tihar, and guess what? I actually really like this. Tihar was apparently ransacked by the First Order, and a bunch of their like entire village was killed by none other than Kylo Ren. I like that. I like the fact that we are kind of hinting at Kylo Ren in this episode. I really do like that. Basically, the episode consists of them trying to hide the children from the First Order. There's also, I can't remember his name, but I also really like the First Order Stormtrooper captain in gold. I'm calling him Goldie. I liked him. But there's not much to really talk about. Eventually, they actually come up with this really good trick. It was a really good way to actually trick the First Order into not hunting them anymore. What they do is they crawl down to basically the bottoms of the platform. They meet these guys who are, working the machinery of the platform, and they actually pretend that the children, jumped off a building into the ocean trying to escape them, when it turns out it was just the turtle guys, because the turtle guys can survive that big of a jump, no problem. And while they did that, the First Order came in, thought that they were dead, so they left. So now we've met the people of the turtles, and and we also meet these two children. We hint at a backstory. We hint at Kylo Ren's doings during the time between episode, 6 and 7. What was he doing during this time period? What was he doing before the events of episode 7? It's just interesting to get to learn that in this episode, get to hint at that in this episode. I liked that. I liked the episode quite well. It was a good episode, don't get me wrong. Nico's annoying. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts about it. And I am out. Bye.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.